Hi class, today is my lucky day. Do you know why it's my lucky day? Because Miss Husing asked me to read you a story for your class today. Isn't that great? I am so excited to do it. And you know what? I just realized I haven't told you who I am. I haven't told you my name. Let's see if we can guess who I am. Do I remind you of anybody? Do I look a little bit like somebody who you know? Any guesses? Okay, I'll give you a clue. My last name is Husing. Yeah, I'm Mr. Husing. Oh, now you guessed. I heard it. Yes, I'm Miss Husing's father. Isn't that fun? Yeah, so she asked me to read you a book today, and I'm going to do it. And I'm really excited to do that. And if you'll listen, if you'll turn your listening ears on, I'm going to surprise you at the end of this story. I've got a nice little surprise that I think everyone will like. Another thing before I start, Miss Husing told me that you guys are doing your classwork, you're learning from your own home. Isn't that a crazy time? I know exactly what that's like. And you know how I know? Because normally I get up in the morning, I get dressed, I get in my car, and I drive to my office. And I work really hard and I learn all day, just like you do when you go to school. You work really hard and you learn all day, but right now you're doing it from home. And I am too. I'm actually working in my living room. Can you believe that? Hopefully I'll go back to my office sometime soon, but until then, I'm just gonna stay at home, I'm gonna work really hard, and I'm gonna learn every day, just like you guys are doing. Okay, I'm gonna read you a book now. It's called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. The person that wrote this book is named Laura Yaffe Numeroff. It was her idea. She came up with this book and she wrote it. But let me show you another secret about this book. This says illustrated by Felicia Bond. Now that's a big word, illustrated, but I like that word. Illustrated is a fancy word for draws pictures. If someone illustrates something, they draw the pictures. So this book, two people worked really hard on it. One, a woman named Laura Numeroff, she wrote it. It was her idea, but then a woman called Felicia Bond drew all the pictures. Now, why do I care about that? When I was your age, I loved to draw. And so when I read books, I read the words because I learn a lot from the words, but I always look at the pictures too because I appreciate someone who draws really well. So when you read a book, you need to look at that too. Look at the person that illustrates it and give them a little bit of credit too. So If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Ready? If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. That makes sense, doesn't it? And then he'll want to look in the mirror to make sure that he doesn't have a milk mustache. Do you ever get a milk mustache after you have a glass of milk? I know I do. Then when he looks in the mirror, he might notice that his hair needs a trim. And so he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep it up. At least he's a neat mouse. He'll start sweeping, but he might get carried away, and he might sweep every room in the house. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? He may even end up washing the floors as well. And when he's done, that's a lot of work, you know. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, fluff the pillow a few times, and he'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see pictures. See, he likes the pictures too. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited, he'll want to draw on his own. So he'll ask for paper and crayons. he'll draw a picture, just like I used to do when I was a little boy. And when the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name. That's what all illustrators do when they're done. They sign their name so they know who drew the picture. With a pen. And then he'll want to hang his picture on the refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang his drawing and he'll stand back and look at it. And looking at the refrigerator, that'll remind him that he's kind of thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. Well, that makes sense. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. The end. Wasn't that a great book? I love that book. The mouse was a great little mouse. He helped out around the house, but he deserves his cookie in the end, doesn't he? Okay, thank you for listening. You guys were very, very attentive. You listened with your good listening ears, and now I'm going to show you the surprise that I promised you. Any guesses? No? No guesses? Let me show you. It's a picture. I didn't draw this picture, but it's a picture of someone very, very important to me. It's a picture of someone, you might recognize this person too. Let me show it to you. Anybody know who that is? That's right, that's Miss Husing when she was your age. When she was in kindergarten, just like you, that's your teacher. Isn't she lovely? Okay, well, I hope you like the book and I hope you like the surprise. Have a great rest of the day at school, kids.